Oh yeah, let's get stuck into the news. Not a vast amount of stuff going on with regards to Liverpool. Obviously, all the international stuff still going on. But there are a couple of things that the Echo highlights. The first of which being James Milner saying he doesn't want to let the don't let the lack of cutting edge be mental problem. And he says he urges his teammates to have belief, which is great. James Milner says Liverpool not to allow their lack of cutting edge to become a mental problem. They've only scored 19 and 18 games in all competitions this season, and only twice have netted more than once in a match. Lack of fire contributed to the ability to put games to bed, etc., etc. Because I think there have been times where we've got down on ourselves when the result hasn't been going our way toward the end of the game. We have to realise it can take 94 minutes to break a team down and keep going no matter what the score and no matter how we are playing, which is great. I fully agree with that, and it's good to see the players towing the company line to some extent. Obviously, Klopp's been saying that since he's come in, is that 0-0's the normal score line for a game of football. It's then up to us to just back the team, keep the faith and trust the players that as long as they win the game, particularly in the short term, get the win, and that can happen. And ultimately, we know that feeling in a match is that, when I walk out of the ground at the end of the game, as long as Liverpool have won it, more often than not, I don't give a toss how we've managed to do it. So sometimes, you can win one, you can score in the first minute and have 93 minutes of absolute terror as you cling on to it, or you can go 0-0 for the 93 minutes and score in the 94th and be absolutely elated. Ultimately, you get the result. So I thought that was quite interesting. What is, I suppose it's news. Also interesting, Raheem Sterling's agent, our mate Aidy Ward, has come out again and he said Sterling's better. Let's see if we can find any exact. Raheem is in a good place. He's playing with better players for a manager who gives him the freedom to express himself, and he's improving as a player in a team that is top of the Premier League and in the Champions League. He's gone up a tier. Manuel Pellegrini's played him in a wide role with the freedom to drift inside, blah, blah, blah. At Liverpool, Raheem was asked to play as a fullback that wasn't going to develop him as a player. Which is, theoretically that's true, but look, ultimately that's been Liverpool's downfall, particularly under Brendan Rodgers. Players not been allowed to flourish in their own positions. But do you think Raheem Sterling is a worse footballer for having done a stint at right back? I don't think he is, if I'm perfectly honest. The times in the League Cups and all that when he had to literally be, I think it was against Notts County a year or so ago, and he literally ended up an actual right back, and he was our best right back. Proved his quality as far as I'm concerned. But there you go. Just Aidy Ward missed the self-promotion. Can't help but fucking come out and be an absolute bellend. Have you got any comments, say?
Utkar says Sterling can go fuck himself, so can Aidy Ward.
Thank you very much.
He also says, how about Vardy?
What about? I genuinely hope that's not a question of are we being linked to Vardy, the world's most English man. No. But that, it's funny actually, because I have to change my opinions on a lot of things to do with football because Klopp's come in and done that, and it's one of those things that keeps saying, I go, no. Does Klopp want him? Because if Jurgen Klopp wants him, then I can get behind that. But myself personally, nah. So let's move on. Sticking with the Echo, because frankly, until these segments prove themselves, I'm not going to buy every newspaper because most newspapers are a massive pile of shit. So we got here the centre spread on the Echo. Klopp has given me new energy, insists Lucas. And I'm not guessing about him handing him a bottle of Luco or whatever. He's praising Klopp for giving him new energy. Since he has arrived, we've had 7 games in 4 weeks. It's a high number, but he's managed to give the team a different face. I've learned a lot from him. He's very demanding, but he's clear ideas about football. I've gotten along well with him in the first month. He's a pretty straightforward guy, as I imagine from knowing German culture, but he's open too. I feel close to him, knowing he is the boss. I've been here many years and managed to get the respect out of the fans from the beginning. It was complicated, very difficult start to change people's minds. I wasn't prepared, but I had the willpower and the coaches that helped me evolve. I identify very strongly with Liverpool now, and I'm in my 9th season. And he's amazing, isn't he? To be fair, I've said it many times on the shows. I can't fathom the people who don't like him. I genuinely don't know what game of football they watch, but there you go. So that's any thoughts on that. On the things from the Echo, I've got a couple of extra news stories which I got from the internet, which I have written down on a piece of paper. Roy Hodgson apparently is in line to use John Stones as a makeshift right back at the Euros rather than take Nathaniel Clyne. Let that sink in for a second. The owl-faced lunatic. Mental. Nothing would sum up how much I fucking hate England particularly during the season. They're quite like just, yeah, let's just throw a lad in at right back, because why not? Play people in the proper positions. I know this feels like a revelation. It's like, you know, when your mate learns something new and then comes and preaches it to you like you should have been doing it your entire life. You know, as I've just said on there, I'm getting into this world where we've got a manager who does try to the best of his ability to play players in the positions they're supposed to be playing in. The idea of just taking Stones to take him, put him in a centre-back. Who's he keeping out at centre-half? Seriously? What, Phil Jagielka? Gary Cahill? No, bin one of them. If you want John Stones in, bin off, let Nathaniel Clyne be right back. Or Kyle Walker. I actually don't mind Kyle Walker, if I'm honest. But the idea of just throwing Stones in to throw him in. If you're Germany and you're throwing Emre Can in at right back, because you're Germany and you're the best team in the world, just to get him in there, that's fine. Other than that, nah. Have you any comments, Shane?
Clyne is class, better he does not go.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Well, actually, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Roy has a way of ruining our players.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I get that, but when it comes to national tournaments, and this is the thing, is that during the season, I'd rather them not be involved with England at all. You don't want them getting ruined by training methods or getting injured or what have you. But national tournaments, and I know the problem is that if you send them off with England, you're just going to send them off to be disappointed. And if they want to be disappointed, you know, they can do that at home if they really want to. But going to major tournaments makes you better as a footballer. So as much as I'm a massive hypocrite when it comes to international football. Can't stand it during the season. Can't stand the manager. Can't stand the way they play things. And I can't stand the way that the press builds them up only to knock them down. But I like Liverpool players to prove themselves at the highest possible level, and international football is one of those levels. So so there you go. Do let us know your thoughts on that and anything as well. We'll be back tomorrow with more Back Pages Live. So we've been off this weekend, so I just want to say, obviously any of our French followers, any French Redmen TV fans and Liverpool fans as well, particularly Parisians amongst you, our thoughts go out to you at this obviously horrific time. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching the show. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you like it? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I'm gonna say that's time to go. So size the time to press the button.